Hi guys, so it's week 16. I'm now on the 10 milligram injection. Definitely reduced hunger again, so I feel like I've gone back to what the 5 milligram was doing. 7.5, the hunger wasn't that well managed on the 7.5, but I feel like this 10 milligram one is doing something again. So that's good. Weighed myself and I've lost another £2, so that's a £22 loss that I'm at now. Can't believe it. I thought after that kind of couple of weeks where I didn't weigh myself and then I did weigh myself and I'd lost that £5, I thought this isn't right. It's too good to be true. I thought I'm gonna have put some back on, surely. That's just not right. Anyway, I haven't, and it's just carrying on going down. It's crazy. I mean, I know it should do because I'm obviously in a huge calorie deficit every day. But yeah, I just still can't quite believe it. And I can't believe how easy it is as well. I've not got any side effects at all on this 10 milligram. I'm hoping that I'm not speaking too soon because I had the injection Friday and we're now on Monday. So I think I would have felt something by this point if I was going to. So yeah, just yeah, no side effects apart from dry mouth, but that's just that I'm used to that now. That's just whatever. I just keep a drink with me all the time. But apart from that, I feel fine. And yeah, it's just really weird. Just really weird. The lady that I was speaking to a while ago through my job, who also is on the injections, I don't think she's on the same one as me. I think she's on Wegovy actually. Um, she was telling me today that she's lost £65 since January. So that's about, I think I worked it out, about £2 a week she's lost. And she looks fantastic. She looks so well. And, you see a lot of stuff in the media at the moment about people, especially like celebrities on these injections. And, they've got the Ozempic face and they look really drawn in the face and their eyes are sunken and they look ill and da da da. But the two people that I know that have done it, actually, I know three people who are on the four, actually. um, they don't look ill to me at all. I mean, the lady that I spoke to today, I was in a formal meeting with the other day, and before the meeting had officially started, I actually said to her, "You look amazing." I've got to say it. You look amazing. I just thought it just came out of me. I just had to say something. She just looks so good, and not just because she was slimmer, but just she looked healthy. She looked well, and yeah, it was just really nice to see and really encouraging, and I just really wish that um that these were more widely available to people. I really do. It's just such a shame. Hopefully, further down the line, it will be available on the NHS. But I think at the moment, I think a lot of it is down to stock issues. And I think that's all it is because there's a lot of stuff in NICE guidelines about how they should be prescribed and this, that, and the other. And the guidance is there, but unfortunately, like a lot of things, it's area dependent. I know in Scotland, some people are actually getting them through the GP, but here in England, it's just not the case as far as I'm aware. So that's really rubbish. I don't know if that's England wide or just in East Lancashire where I am. But yeah, it's a shame. However, I'm in a very fortunate position to be able to find a way to manage to pay for them. Yeah, it's not easy, but I'm doing it. So yeah, it is rubbish, and I just really hope that, like I say, eventually they will be available on the NHS, because that would be amazing. They'd save so much money in obesity related illnesses, and all the issues surrounding it. Even local authorities, the social care side as well. The strain that would be taken off that would be unreal. But it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, £2 loss, so £22 down. No side effects apart from the dry mouth, and yeah, really good. Okay, bye. Hi guys. I've got a microphone. Woo! Well, a different microphone. So I'm testing it out at the moment. So week 16. Where are we up to? Still no major side effects. I've still got the dry mouth, but just living with that. That's normal for me now. I have been quite tired today, but I don't know if that's more to do with just life. I think it is, to be honest. The weather's really rubbish as well, so that always affects me. So yeah, it's not the same level of tiredness I've had in the past, where I've been absolutely wiped out. But apart from that, I've been absolutely fine. My hunger levels are really well managed. I do get some moments where I think, oh God, I'm really hungry. But it's leveled out to a new normal, I would say now. And I think that kind of ties in with the fact that the side effects aren't really there anymore, apart from the dry mouth. And I think possibly, I've found my maintenance dose, because on this specific medication, the Mounjaro, I think there's 3 doses that they call a maintenance dose. I think one of them is 5, one of them is 10, and I think the other one is 15, I think. I can't remember now. And they would class that as the dose where you've just hit the right spot with everything, and you can carry on that dose. But I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking now, do I push myself to go for the higher dose, the 12.5, or do I just kind of settle for the 10 milligram and then just stay where I am now? I'm clearly doing okay on it, but I think the real test will be when I'm due to start my period, because we've not got to that point yet with this one. So I'll probably see what happens when I get to whenever it is. I can't even remember now. It's probably a couple of weeks away yet. When I get to that stage, I'll probably have a better picture, because I just keep thinking back to, was it the 5 milligram where I was just absolutely gobsmacked. I just couldn't believe that it was managing everything so well, and I just sailed through that week and a half with no problem at all. And I'm just thinking, is this 10 milligram going to match up to that? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be really confused. Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. So I think I will just see how I go on in my dodgy week, and go from there. I might end up staying on 10 milligram. I might move up to the 12. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm feeling absolutely fine. I went on a visit for work yesterday, and they opened the door, and the person who opened the door nearly screamed at me. She said, "Oh my God, you're disappearing." So that was nice, because I'd not seen them for 6 weeks. So no, actually, it was more than 6 weeks. Probably 9 weeks since I'd seen them. So that was quite nice. Bit of a jump scare, but yeah. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming as well, really. Because I think my brain's still adjusting to a new appearance, I suppose. My clothes are getting a hell of a lot bigger on me, and I feel different physically. But I think in my head, I'm still the same weight that I was before. So that's probably going to take a while to adjust, I think. And I've spoken to people that have been through similar things when they've had gastric bypass surgery or whatever. Their brain has struggled to catch up with what's happening to them physically, So yeah, that will be an interesting one. But just take it a day at a time, I suppose. But yeah, 10 milligram, no major side effects at all. So that's good. And I'll weigh myself again on Friday. And yeah, Friday. So I'll do another update video and add my next weigh-in in there. And hopefully I'll have shifted some more. Fingers crossed. Okay, bye. Hi guys. So it's end of week 16. And yeah, no side effects throughout the week at all, really. I did get a little bit of, a lot of heartburn yesterday, but that was because I'd run out of omeprazole. So I'm back on the omeprazole, so that's all good. Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that. So yeah, no major side effects apart from the dry mouth, which, like I said, is just normal now. I don't feel like I need to keep mentioning it. Nothing else, no other side effects at all. I know in my kind of first earlier update in the week, I was saying the hunger levels are really well managed again, and I'm back to kind of where I was with the 5 milligram. And then I'd said I was getting some moments where I was really hungry. I think now, looking back through the week, I do think that it's at a point where I'm going to feel hungry, aren't I? That's the thing. And I don't want to be at a point with these injections where I don't feel hunger at all and I'm completely off food altogether. I don't want that, because it's important to obviously get that protein intake at a decent level, and we need to eat, don't we? But I think in terms of managing that impulse control and just eating for the sake of eating and that kind of thing, I've just I've had no issues at all with anything like that. I do get hungry, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of to a degree where I would look at other people and how they eat and think, God, I wish I could be like that, where I can just be quite sensible in my choices and quite measured and controlled in what I put into my body. And I can't say that I've ever really felt like that up until now. So, in that sense, I'm really happy with this dose, and ultimately I'm going to have to be doing all of that work myself. So I don't want it to get to a massive extreme to the other end of the scale where I'm not hungry at all. I don't think about food. I've no interest in food, nothing like that, because that's not a realistic way or a normal way to live, and it's quite a disordered way of thinking. Yeah, so I don't want to get to that extreme basically, because like I say, I'm going to have to do all of that work myself at some stage. And I am kind of getting into that mindset of being really conscious about the choices I'm making. I do still eat shit, but I'm not. It's not like making up the main part of my diet anymore. I mean, it wasn't before, but it kind of was at some points. Anyway, the main focus for me at the minute is the side effects and how it's helping me to get the weight off. I did do my blood pressure today. I've not done it for ages because obviously I don't really want to know at the moment, or I didn't do. And it was really good. It's come right down. I am on medication for it, but like I said at the beginning, even with the medication I was on, it still wasn't controlled well enough, and the doctor wasn't impressed with where it was at and wanted me to go on even more medication. So, I've got myself to a point now where I won't need to be on more medication. So that's good. And eventually I want to be at a point where I don't need any medication for it. And, that will come with time, obviously. I think the next steps really are to be considering, and I keep going back to this, I know, and I've still not got my finger out and pushed myself, but I really do need to try and look at going to the gym, or if I'm not going to bite the bullet and do that and kind of be brave enough, I need to kind of start incorporating exercise into my day at home, something, anything. I was doing the bike at one point, but I was so unwell with my weight where it was at. It was just awful. It was torture. And where I'm at the moment physically, I've just got so much more energy. I'm a hell of a lot better physically than I was already. So even doing that is something, I suppose. And yeah, I just need to get my finger out and start doing that, because I don't want to get to a point where I've come to the end of this process and I'm not going to be on the injection anymore, and I've not built those habits into my day, and I really do want to do that. So yeah, I think I'm the weight's coming off, and that's great, and I've got used to the injections now. I'm not feeling rubbish from them anymore, so I've no excuse really. So yeah, I think that's going to be next on the list. I think that's it really for week 16. Yeah. And then I'll do a week 17 update with my weigh-in. Hopefully I've lost some more, fingers crossed. Okay, thanks, bye.